Talking about education reform, that has been a tougher issue to tackle in recent years, but it's one that you want to spend some time on again?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think every Missouri child ought to have the opportunity to get a world-class education. That'll be true no matter what their zip code is, where they live, whether that's in rural Missouri or that's in St. Louis or Kansas City. And so what we want to do is look at some ways that we think our policy can improve to make sure that each child is guaranteed that world-class education. All of these issues we've been talking about, whether it's labor reform or tort reform or education reform, are related to trying to get Missouri into a better place economically, where our economy is growing at a faster rate than it's growing today, where we're seeing wage growth across the board. And if we do that, it'll give Missourians the opportunity to build a better life for themselves than they have today. And ultimately, that's our goal, is to create the kind of environment where we have a strong, a vibrant, a dynamic economy that allows upward mobility. And so all of these changes we're talking about fit in that same space.
What do you think Missouri needs in the way of education reform?
Mike, you're breaking up a little bit, but I think your question was, what do you think Missouri needs in the way of education reform? And I think,
right,
there are a range of options we've looked at, and charter schools have had an excellent record of success in some parts of our state. I think we want to expand and make those opportunities continue to be available in those places. But we're going to look at policies that help improve student achievement and how students are performing across the board. And in a lot of cases, that's going to be working with our partners in the public school system, and in some places, it's going to be looking at other opportunities. So that's an issue that I anticipate we'll spend a good deal of time on. We've identified a task force of members in the House that's going to start digging in to those issues specifically, and hopefully come to us with some pretty strong recommendations on what we ought to do.
All right, let's talk